I want people to have the ability and the space to do that. I don't want to live in a world of thought police. That's creepy. Politics, on the other hand, is really about whether or not we can use the power of the state to control how people behave.
Do you think we're heading towards a Minority Report world where everyone's fantasies are going to be online eventually, where there'll be some sort of red flag of someone fantasizing something multiple times to the point where the police show up at your door and say, hey, you've fantasized about killing your next door neighbor 400 times this month.
Yeah.
What is going on? Yeah. What the hell is happening?
I hope not. I mean, and this is a really tricky thing that, like, it's a hard line to defend, but maybe I'm cheating. I don't know. You can tell me if you think I'm cheating. I think that there's a difference between morality and politics. And the difference is, morality is about how we want to live our lives and what it means to live a good life. And my book is really about morality. It's about whether committing violent acts repeatedly and, fantasizing about violent acts in games is part of living a good life. I want people to have the ability and the space to do that. I don't want to live in a world of thought police. That's creepy. Politics, on the other hand, is really about whether or not we can use the power of the state to control how people behave. With Minority Report, I think that you've crossed this point from morality into politics, where now I have the authority and power of the state to put a red flag on somebody's fantasies and punish people or put them in pre-jail or whatever it might be. That's not a world I want to live in. I want to live in a world where we have the mental freedom to think the thoughts that we want to think. But I also want people to reflect on the moral impact of what it is that you think.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think there's this big philosophical question. What are the limits of morality? How far does morality extend? And what I'm suggesting is that, interestingly, morality extends into your mind as well. It doesn't stop at the edge of your skull. It's not that what happens in your mind is totally a moral free zone, but that is part of your moral personality. It's part of your character. That is something that you can morally think about. And we do this all the time. Like when I say, he's a really good guy, he's very courageous, I'm judging this person not based on what they've done, but on their moral traits, on their personality traits.
Yeah, it seems like we could be heading towards some sort of thought police state in the future. I don't think it will be actually reading people's thoughts, but I could see a world in which we take all the data points from people's purchases and website browsing, social media posts, and try to extrapolate their future actions, because we already do that with marketing for sales and stuff like that. I'm going to show this person an ad because they are the type of person that fits this profile of sneakers. So there's a higher chance that they're going to purchase these sneakers. I think there's no way that the government doesn't try to, if they're not already, saying, okay, this person fits the profile of someone who's a high risk of robbery in the next 3 to 6 months. They meet the type of person that has committed robbery in the past. This is what their activity looks like. So therefore, we are going to maybe not punish this person or jail this person, but be on some sort of list of a high risk watch list of future crime, because they fit the bill.
Yeah, what you're talking about wouldn't actually, the terrifying, this isn't the world I want to live in. I don't want to live in a world where the power of the state can be used to police my thoughts, right? But it would be easy to do. A friend of mine recently let me borrow his Oculus VR headset. So I've started to experiment with this, and of course everything I do in VR is being tracked, right?
Yeah.
Everything I do is being tracked and analyzed so that the developers can know what kind of content to send me. They know what I'm doing. They know what fantasies I keep going back to. So it would be real easy to do. Like, we already do this. I wonder though if I mean, I don't want to live in a world of thought police. I don't want to use the power of the state to police people's thoughts. I wonder if, again, does it cross a line at some point where I don't feel bad about it? I don't know. Like, if I find out that somebody is using VR to play with a September 11th simulator where they practice being a terrorist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it right to flag that person? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's right to flag that person. That's a political question. But I know the answer to the moral question. The answer to the moral question is that is part of this person's personality. They really are making a choice here and developing a belief that they shouldn't develop.